Okay, here's another example. And this one's going to get bigger before it gets smaller. We've got two rational expressions that have trinomials in denominator. So once again, factor your numerators and factor your denominators. And when you do it, you can put this on pause and you can factor x squared minus 5x minus 6, and you can factor x squared minus 11x plus 30. Put it on pause and do that now. Okay, so when it's factored, we have the x minus 2 in the top, and in the bottom that factors out to x minus 6 times x plus 1. And when we factor the numerator here, or sorry, the denominator, we still have the x plus 4 in the top, but when we factor the denominator, we have x minus 5 times x minus 6. Next thing, if you recall, the L, we find our non-permissibles. X cannot equal, from this one. I can't put a 6 in the bracket here, I'll end up with a 0. So 6, or negative 1, or 5, or 6 again, but we only have to list it once. It's already been taken into consideration. Now, what's our LCD? Our lowest common denominator. Once again, we have the x minus 6 and the x minus 6. We only have to list it once. We have an x plus 1. And we have an x minus 5. There's our lowest common denominator. So we'll rewrite each of these fractions, but with the LCD as the denominator. I like to set it up ahead of time. X minus 6, x plus 1, times x minus 5, and then subtraction sign. X minus 6, x plus 1, times x minus 5. You can put it on pause now, and I want you to figure out what would be in the numerator to get equivalent expressions. Okay, so we have, what's missing from this denominator that we have down here? The x minus 5. So let's multiply top and bottom by x minus 5. You can see that this is going to get to be a very large expression to begin with before it gets smaller. And what's missing from this denominator that we have down here? We're missing the x plus 1. It's not here, but it's here. So we can multiply top and bottom by x plus 1. And we end up with x plus 4 times x plus 1 in the numerator. Let's see how large this is getting. Now, we have expressions that are both expressed with the LCD in the denominator. So we'll subtract the numerators. Put a big line. The x minus 5 times x minus 2. Subtraction sign. X plus 4 times x plus 1. All over the one denominator. Can you expand and collect your like terms in numerator? Go ahead, put it on pause, and then check it afterwards. Okay? So when I expand here, I have x squared minus 7x plus 10, subtraction sign. And over here I have x squared plus 5x plus 4. All over the one denominator. Collect the like terms in the numerator. Eliminate the brackets and collect your like terms. Now when you do that, remember there's a subtraction sign outside the bracket here. You're going to change the sign of everything inside the bracket. You're going to end up with, I'll have to do this in my head right now, negative 12x plus 6, it looks like. Over x minus 6 times x plus 1 times x minus 5. See if you can factor the numerator. This one you can take a negative 2 out. But I don't think you can simplify it any further. And that's it. What we started with is subtraction of these two rational expressions simplified down to this, if that looks simple to you. But we've combined them into one rational expression. Okay. We'll start with that, and the homework will be the homework that I assign on my website, and then we'll have another Zoom meeting to take a look at this. I know this is a tough chapter here. It's one of the tougher ones of the year here. So we'll spend some time going through, and I'll answer some questions for you on Zoom.